Welcome back to this week's session. We've talked a lot about kindness and different places we've traveled to, and this week we're centering in on travel. And I just really think that travel is a wonderful thing because it broadens our horizons and it allows us opportunities to spread our kindness. So
Where are the favorite places that we've traveled together for you?
I think Ireland would have to be, and not just because I was older, although that is a big aspect.
Because you're able to take it all in, right?
And seeing all of the different scenery.
But
And people.
I'm encouraged because you didn't say Disney World, and we've gone to Disney World plenty of times. We're a Disney-loving family. I love
The best
Imagineering.
place for people watching.
It is fun to watch people there. And after we all had COVID, we said, hey, we've had COVID. Let's go to Disney. So we went with the mask. That was an experience with being separated 6 feet in the lines. But my favorite place that we've ever traveled as a family, I think would have to be Rock City and Chanticleer and Chattanooga. These small getaway vacations where we would stay at a bed and breakfast up on Chanticleer and be able to walk across and see Rock City and experience that nature. It was nothing major, but those were some of the most relaxing and just special times for me. And where would we stop on the way when we were driving up?
Nakalula Falls.
Nakalula Falls, and there was that coin-operated machine, and it said,
Nakalula
says. And she would give a fortune.
Your heart and your mind.
How many pictures have we taken standing beside that statue?
Pretty much one every few years.
It's
You can track our growth really well through there,
That's
my
right.
brother and I.
We just about have a little height measurement on that statue with you guys growing up. But travel is important, but traveling and who you travel with and how you travel is also important, because you can get on a plane and fly somewhere, and that's one experience. But being in a car and being able to pull over and see walking down to the waterfall, underneath the waterfall at the Nakalula Falls and Rock City, and it being hot, and the little rock climbing and things along that way, I just always will remember those.
Yes.
This is not a travel sketchbook. I've been sharing lots of travel sketchbooks. This is one of my current sketchbooks that I have, and I've been trying some of the pen and ink things, but my travel factors into all of these things. So being well-traveled, this is actually in New Orleans. So this is a t-shirt shop.
While we were at the Taylor Swift concert.
You and your mom were at Taylor Swift. I was your chauffeur, so I was experiencing New Orleans and killing time. This was in a gift shop, so there are t-shirts hanging off of the stuffed alligator's mouth. It's not very politically correct. This is a friend of mine, Joey Smith, my roommate from college. This is his son. So that was a picture Joey posted on Facebook. Well, I'll be darned. I'll be darned. Okay, this was down in Ocean Springs and different coastal. Like I said, once a shrimper, always a shrimper. So these kind of scenes are always special to me.
Like when you almost got run over by a tugboat.
That's right. That was special. That'd be for another series. But this is a scene in Caesar, Mississippi, from a photograph somebody posted of the old Lee store. And my mom remembers this scene growing up and this area. And so this was before my time, but I enjoyed doing that one night. I think we were watching a movie and I'm drawing. I did this and I started stamping, and this is when I started the current track I'm on now with spattering and scuffing
White
and tearing the paper. And this is liquid paper pen that I'm using to create these highlights. I really like that. And I'm working now on a graphic novel on a couple of different projects, an illustration project, lots of things, but I'm just trying out some of these pen and ink. There's Luna. So just trying some of these things, and I think we've looked at some of these before. But being able to travel and expand your mind, the most important thing I think that does is it shows you that the world is bigger than you.
Yes.
And it gives you an empathy in a way that you never can have if you don't get out of your own circle, your own surroundings, your own companions. you go and you hear people talking differently than you. You hear different accents. You see different customs.
There are different histories and struggles, like with Ireland, the whole Troubles thing.
Right.
I had not realized how prevalent that still was today and the lasting effect that that has.
And we see bullet holes in the
And you
wall.
can feel it in the air.
But you also, we not only see the differences, but we also wind up seeing similarities, because getting around a table and seeing that kind of camaraderie and everyone pulling up a chair to the table, supping together, whether you can speak the same language or not, it's a shared experience. And it's the same around our table as it is in a table in Dublin, as it is in a table in Spain. And that's one of the things that excites me about the God I serve, that He has a very big table. Yes. And there's a chair for all of us, and all we have to do is go sit in it. We have to just become part of His presence and just show up. And He's got a feast laid out for us. He has food for us. He has drink. He has companionship. And all we have to do is go and take our seat, because there's one for us there. And if that's not an encouraging thought, I don't know what is.
You're so right. Well, I guess it's time for another painting.
All right, so what are we painting this time?
You tell me.
So the painting I'm doing this time was on another memorable trip that we took to Washington, D.C. It was freezing cold. So I remember painting this painting out of the window of the hotel, looking at the street scene.
We were blizzarded in.
They shut down the Smithsonian, they shut down we were freezing. So I stayed nice and toasty warm in my hotel room, and I looked out the window and I was painting this scene with my little praying watercolor set. But it turned out to be this special, wonderful trip. So I hope you'll enjoy Drawn to Christ. My family recently had the opportunity to tour Washington, D.C. The trip was scheduled to coincide with the blooming of the cherry trees on the National Mall. But, as often happens, our plans were affected by outside sources, in this case, the weather. Instead of the beautiful spring days we were expecting, what we got was a week full of snow, ice, and winds. Here we were up from Mississippi without the appropriate snow attire, and we were faced with a decision. We could either make the best of it and enjoy the unique experience of our nation's capital in a blizzard, or we could choose to be miserable and complain. I love my family because we chose to make the best of it, and we really enjoyed our trip. Yes, it was cold, but it became a trip we would never forget. The many watercolors I'd hoped to complete outside morphed into different pictures, paintings that I enjoyed doing nonetheless. I seized the moment of being able to paint the snow, because I never had the opportunity to do that way down south. I found myself really enjoying the challenge, and I loved that it was different. In life, we don't always get what we think we want. But as Christians, we are to look for the positive. We are to look for the beauty in the midst of ashes, or in this case, beauty in the midst of snowfall. The brisk winds in life can become invigorating and give us new direction. It might just be that we have to become open to seeing the beauty, finding the beauty in all things. I'm Anthony Thaxton. I'm drawn to travel. I'm drawn to looking for beauty. And I'm drawn to Christ.